Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary folks, and everyone on the gender spectrum to the 14th episode of Honor Championship Pro Wrestling's Hang the DJ. I am your one of them commentary team for the evening. jubvno, we have taken over the Brighton Center for the final stop on the road to HCPW's second pay-per-view event. She'll be fine on her own, premiering live right here on YouTube next Saturday, December the 20th. But tonight, however, we have an action-packed night in store for you. In tonight's main event of the evening, we will see a Falls Count Anywhere matchup as the unpredictable badass Bron Breaker goes one-on-one with the architect Seth Rollins. And in a matchup built on revenge, we will see Pete Dunne go one-on-one with Wyatt Danger here tonight after Wyatt Danger last week screwed Pete Dunne out of a shot at the tag team championships with his partner Tyler Bate when Wyatt Danger got involved in a matchup between Pete Dunne and one half of the tag team champions Azrael Hendricks last week. Wyatt Danger also looking for some revenge after eating a bitter end for screwing Pete Dunne over. And we kick off the night tonight with an all-star trios preview of some of the matches we will have at She'll Be Fine on Her Own, our pay-per-view event that takes place on December the 20th. Making his way to the ring first, there you see him, is Aaron Kant Mosh, leading the charge for his team tonight, which comprises of himself, the number one contender to the global championship, Shinsuke Nakamura, and the young OG Javon Evans. Aaron Kant Mosh, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Javon Evans in this trios matchup take on their opponents for She'll Be Fine on Her Own in their respective one-on-one matches. That being for Aaron, the cutest black man ever, Dubs Frost. For Shinsuke Nakamura, that is the global champion Walter. And for Javon Evans, that is the Second City Saint CM Punk. But speaking of Javon Evans and speaking of this man here, Aaron Kant Mosh, I do have a bit of worry for this trio in this matchup here tonight, as it was Javon Evans who pinned Aaron Kant Mosh in that World Championship Tournament triple threat all the way back on Hang the DJ episode 7. So there could be some bad blood still there. But this man right here, Shinsuke Nakamura at Cocaine Makes You So Fucking Boring, showed up and put a target on Walter's head after Walter decimated Bryan Danielson to win the global championship. Shinsuke Nakamura getting the first shot at the global championship at a pay-per-view event. Not the first shot of the global championship since Walters won it. That honor, of course, went to Apollo Crews, who came up short, of course, giving the matchup we have now of Shinsuke Nakamura versus the Ring General Walter. But interesting thing to note here, Shinsuke Nakamura does have a pinfall victory over one of the opponents on the opposing trio, that being the Second City Saint CM Punk. Shinsuke Nakamura, of course, beating CM Punk to become the number one contender to the global championship. Aaron Kant Mosh has also defeated Dubs Frost before, not over the last couple weeks, has defeated Dubs Frost before, made Dubs Frost tap out last week. And of course, Javon Evans has had 2 pinfalls over CM Punk, that being in the 7-person gauntlet on Hang the DJ episode 1, and that being just a couple weeks ago on Hang the DJ episode 12 to decide the stipulation for their matchup, and She'll Be Fine on Her Own. So this trio right here of Shinsuke Nakamura, Javon Evans, and Aaron Kant Mosh does have a leg up over their opponents. But you also got to remember their opposing team of Dubs Frost, Walter, and CM Punk. Walter and CM Punk, they've teamed up before, and actually in the lead up to Cocaine Makes You So Fucking Boring, it was CM Punk and Walter who defeated the handpicked team of this man right here, Javon Evans, and Bryan Danielson right before that event. And it was Javon Evans and Bryan Danielson who lost in a tag team matchup to Walter's Soldiers of Imperium. But Javon Evans making his way to the ring here tonight. It was CM Punk who took Javon Evans out of the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament, allowing Aaron Kamash to get his second chance, but Aaron would also come up short. Javon Evans does have a pinfall victory over Javon Evans. Not over Javon Evans. Javon Evans has not pinned himself. Javon Evans has a pinfall victory over Aaron Kamash, and technically won over Dubs Frost as well because of that triple threat matchup. But there's got to be just at least a little bit of bad blood between Javon Evans and Aaron Kamash heading into this trios matchup. No bad blood on the opposing team. CM Punk, there we see him. I was just about to mention the Second City Saint, CM Punk, the best in the world. CM Punk and Walter, they do have a tag team victory here in HCPW. They are like a well-oiled machine working together. They did beat the team of Apollo Crews and Akira Tozawa, and we're adding Dubs Frost to this mix-up here is just going to make this this trio flow even better. And oh, look at CM Punk's attire. I just noticed it. CM Punk dressed up like the Batman here tonight. And CM Punk, ever since his return from suspension, he's been almost a new man, a more brutal opponent in the ring. We saw when he took on Bo Dallas. We saw when he took on Javon Evans on episode 12. CM Punk is no longer here to play games. CM Punk is here to prove why he is the best wrestler in the world, and that starts with defeating Javon Evans on December 20th in Javon Evans' hand-picked stipulation, a weaponized steel cage. But tonight, CM Punk looks to get the advantage heading in to She'll Be Fine on her own. As if CM Punk is able to, well, even if someone else gets the pin on this team, CM Punk having a victory over Javon Evans in this trios matchup will give CM Punk an advantage heading in to She'll Be Fine on her own. A victory advantage for the winning trio. And speaking of the trio, speaking of a winning advantage, this man Dubs Frost last week defeated the hand-picked opponent of Aaron Kamash, that of course being Ilya Dragunov. But then he was attacked right after by Aaron Kamash, forced to tap out to the hook, line, and sinner Dubs Frost. A bit of a payback from Aaron against Dubs Frost. When Dubs Frost attacked Aaron after his matchup against Kairi Sane in the World Championship Tournament semifinals. Dubs Frost here tonight, though, looking to team up with two of the very best in the world, looking to get a victory here tonight, looking to get that advantage heading into She'll Be Fine on her own when Dubs Frost goes one-on-one once again with Aaron Kamash. That time, though, it'll be live on pay-per-view. Dubs Frost singing along to the lyrics of Love Sosa there on the apron. Dubs Frost, the self-proclaimed the cutest black man ever, looking to team up with CM Punk and this man, the HCPW Global Champion, the Ring General, Walter. Walter has been on a tear of HCPW's roster since episode 1. Walter, the only reason he faltered in the 7-person gauntlet was because Bryan Danielson was not only a mystery participant, but Walter had faced Kairi Sane just before that. Walter proved to the world, proved to everyone in HCPW that when it matters most, that when it matters the most, when it is a one-on-one matchup, the Ring General will always become victorious. He took the global championship from Bryan Danielson at Cocaine Makes You So Fucking Boring, and he has held on to it since. The Ring General tying up right now with both Roman Reigns and Dishonor as longest reigning champions in HCPW thus far. The first tag team champions, the first heritage champion. Walter, the second global champion of HCPW, decimating Bryan Danielson to win the championship. Walter does not plan to lose that title anytime soon, especially to Shinsuke Nakamura out there but the ring general staring down Shinsuke Nakamura there before turning around. There, you see the trios in their corners. Here we go. The bell has sounded. We are underway, and Aaron immediately starting it off for his team against CM Punk with a roaring elbow and an immediate springboard moonsault. Now double foot stomp to the midsection of CM Punk and a double axe handle to the top of the head. Aaron Kamash is immediately taking the fight to CM Punk. And wait a minute, Aaron looking for the double footed curb stomp. Time's up, but no, CM Punk able to move out the way, and CM Punk with a double leg lariat. It seemed went for something on Aaron Kamash against the ropes, but is unable to get it. Aaron sending Punk into the corner, but Punk gets an elbow up, and now CM Punk, wait a minute, looking to plant Aaron with a DDT, but no. Aaron able to get able to get punched into the midsection, but CM Punk able to dodge whatever strike that was and just slam Aaron Kamash down to the mat. Punk now taunting away. Wait a minute, gets back in the ring. About kicked Aaron on the way in. Aaron having to move out the way. CM Punk now went for that neck breaker, but undershot. Now chopped to the chest of Aaron, but Aaron able to throw away the arm. Punk able to dodge that kick. And a TNA kick there from CM Punk. And now dodging yet another kick to the leg. And now it's a small package, not a schoolboy, small package roll-up cover 1, but only a count of 1. And CM Punk now, nice elbow drop from CM Punk to the throat of Aaron Kamash, and now tags in Dubs Frost. And Dubs looking to lay in the boots on Aaron Kamash here, soften him up for that matchup on December 20th. But Aaron might be looking to do the same thing, but misses as Dubs Frost. And now Dubs hammering away on Aaron. Aaron missing that double jump moonsault to Dubs Frost. Was expecting a grounded opponent. Dubs was on his feet. And Aaron missing that moonsault. Now Dubs with just a stomp to the face of Aaron Kamash. And Dubs, wait a minute. More stomps at the face of Aaron Kamash. Dubs is looking to take Aaron out of that matchup on December 20th permanently. Dubs sits Aaron up. Gets him up to a knee. Dubs off the ropes. Went for a knee lift, but was unable to get it in. Zagari there from Aaron. Now Aaron with a kick to the back. Soccer kick to the back, and Aaron tags in the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura. Huge strike from Nakamura. Aaron was maybe looking to get some more shots in on Dubs Frost, the official telling Aaron to get back on the apron. Wait a minute. Shinsuke deadlift, German suplex, dropping Dubs on the back of the neck and the back of the head. And now a stomp to the back of the head there for good measure. Now tagging in Javon Evans. Javon Evans, as we know, did get that victory in the triple threat matchup in the World Championship tournament between Dubs and Aaron. Pinning Aaron to get that, but still a victory over Dubs Frost. Dubs, do you know how much bragging, how much aura Dubs would gain? Damn, what a rolling thunder lariat there to Javon Evans. How much aura Dubs would gain if he was to get that victory back over Javon Evans in this matchup. Now, wait a minute. Shots from from Javon to Dubs, and oh, Javon sort of kicking Aaron off the apron there. And Javon Evans halfway across the ring with that elbow drop, but CM Punk in the ring to break up the pinfall. And CM Punk back onto the apron. Javon still targeting Dubs. Tags in Shinsuke Nakamura. Small package from Dubs, not even a 1 count, though Nakamura is able to kick out. My apologies there. I was reading through my notes on commentary. And oh, Dubs with a huge elbow strike to Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura shot to Dubs. Nakamura and Dubs, a first time ever matchup here. Nakamura, what could he be looking for? Targeting the leg of Dubs Frost, just stretching it out with the assistance of the ropes. Bending the knee unnaturally there. Now just a shot to the midsection. What a kick from Shinsuke Nakamura. Sends Dubs back down to the mat hard. Now a tag to Javon Evans. Aaron still on the apron. Aaron, he doesn't want to face Dubs too much. He doesn't want to give away too much of the offense not in a lot of the offense he already has given up. He wants to sit back and observe Dubs. It's a smart strategy CM Punk doing the same with Javon Evans. Walter doing the same with Shinsuke Nakamura. You want to sit back and observe your opponent in this matchup. See how they react in certain situations. You know, tag to the ring general. And wait a minute, what is this? Dobbs, oh my God! Shoulder block off the top, assisted style from the ring general. The global champion, and now dropping all that weight onto the lower midsection, the lower abdomen of Javon Evans. And I went for a chop to the chest, but no. Javon, wait a minute, shot to the knee. What's Javon thinking about here? Javon Evans over the top. Wait a minute. Beautiful German suplex from Javon Evans to the ring general. And now wait a minute. Double foot stomp to the arm of Walter. And now Javon springing off the very top rope. Top turnbuckle with a moonsault out of the corner. Now Javon, wait a minute. What could Javon be looking for here? Beautiful knee strike. Shades of CM Punk there now. Stomp to the ankle. And Javon, wait, CM Punk. CM Punk gets knocked off the apron by Javon. Javon taunting Punk. Throwing Javon Evans off the top. Walter trying to crawl over to Dubs Frost, but is unable to. Blocked by Javon Evans, who was flexing in the face of Walter, and maybe CM Punk there on the apron. And now heavy hands from Javon Evans. Unable to pick up Walter there, though, for a scoop slam. And Walter head first sends Javon off the top turnbuckle. Now, wait a minute. The ring general. Shot to the midsection. Oh, no. Oh, no. Stretching Javon Evans out. Foot across the face and across the chin. And now Walter tagging in CM Punk. And CM Punk, you gotta think this feels good for him. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. Float over DDT. Spiking CM Punk on the floor. There's Javon Evans. And now Javon Evans looking to get back in the ring. CM Punk getting back in the ring himself. Javon Evans back in the ring as well. Springboard. Oh, Punk went for a dropkick. Javon went for that springboard lariat. Neither man able to get their offense, but CM Punk able to take control immediately. Kick to the back, and now a pointed elbow drop to the chest. Javon Evans and tagging out to Dubs Frost immediately. You got to think they don't want to give up their game plans here too much. Now, wait a minute. Dubs Frost, what is this? Dubs Frost, Falcon Arrow connects. And Dubs Frost now cover on Javon Evans, hooking the leg. 1, hooking the leg 2. No, only accounted 2. Dubs can't believe it. And now, wait a minute. Dubs dragging Javon Evans up, sends Javon into the corner. And a tag back to CM Punk. And now, wait a minute. Double back body drop. Yes, we do see it from CM Punk and Javon. Not CM Punk and Dubs Frost. CM Punk, Javon Evans, the legal men in the ring. And now a tag out to Walter. CM Punk does not want to stay in there with Javon Evans. Javon Evans has 2 pinfalls over CM Punk. CM Punk does have a pay-per-view victory over Javon Evans. But 2 pinfalls to 1 for Javon. Of course, that gauntlet matchup pinfall counting there. And now Walter, wait a minute. Huge uppercut there to Javon Evans. What a matchup this will be. Javon Evans versus the Ring General. We saw it just a little bit in the 7-person gauntlet. We would have seen more of it if it weren't for CM Punk attacking Javon Evans. But we did see some of it nonetheless. Wait a minute, went for that German suplex again, but Walter able to get a huge lariat off, and now just blocking Javon Evans from being able to make a tag, talking some shit before getting him in that modified camel clutch. But wait a minute, oh, stomp to the ankle there from Javon. Javon on the apron, CM Punk dropping down off the apron. Wait a minute, grabbing Javon and pulling him off the apron. Face first off the apron there, and now CM Punk, those pointed elbows to the head of Javon Evans. Walter makes the tag to Dubs Frost as Punk throws Javon Evans back in the ring and climbs up. And now Dubs with a body splash and CM Punk taunting to the HCPW faithful. And now wait a minute. What is Dubs thinking here with Javon? Working the leg, working the heel, working the ankle and the knee. Just working that whole right leg. Does Dubs Frost. And now a stomp to the left ankle from Dubs. And now a stomp to the right one for good measure. And a tag to CM Punk. Dubs He could be looking for a running attack there. Decides against it. The official telling Dubs to get back to the apron. And this trio has been just mauling Javon Evans, keeping Javon Evans separated from his corner here. Wait a minute. CM Punk triangle choke to Javon Evans. Could be looking to make Javon tap. Maybe make Javon pass out here. And imagine if he were able to. Just a couple weeks before, she'll be fine on her own. Just a week before, she'll be fine on her own. But no, Javon Evans able to break free. And now Javon, wait a minute. This could be the break Javon needed. No, double. Both men there went for punches. Oh, Aaron! Shot to the back of the head of CM Punk, stopping that welcome to Chicago. But now CM Punk, beautiful Falcon Arrow from CM Punk. And now CM Punk cover here, hooking the leg. Stopping another tag from Javon. 2. No, only a count of 2. CM Punk now chopped to the chest. Elbow, back elbow to the face. Shot to the midsection now. Fisherman suplex from CM Punk. And oh, Javon able to get the tag to Shinsuke Nakamura. And here we go. CM Punk and Shinsuke Nakamura. The #1 contendership matchup from Hang the DJ episode 7. Meeting once again. And now Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't know who Nakamura could be targeting here. Javon Evans going to be looking to dive out there on CM Punk. Nakamura and CM Punk. Wait a minute. Nakamura. Huge shots again to CM Punk. Punk going to be looking for a tag. Wait a minute. Roundhouse kicks to the chest of CM Punk. Nakamura's not letting up here. And oh, roundhouse kick to the back of the head. And now Nakamura taunting here. Punk got the tag to Dubs Frost. VAD off the very top. Springboard VAD from Dubs Frost. Nakamura able to tank it, though. Nakamura has not been in this matchup nearly as long as Javon Evans. Punk was looking to attack Nakamura. Landslide to CM Punk from Shinsuke Nakamura. But Javon Evans, not Javon Evans, I was looking at Javon Evans. Dubs Frost able to get the advantage, able to attack Shinsuke Nakamura, but a chop block there from Dubs Frost. Went for the Rolling Thunder Lariat, but Nakamura is able to get that super kick off. And now wait a minute. Able to dodge that roundhouse kick to the chest. Dubs, when running on Nakamura, not able to hit anything. They bump shoulders. Wait a minute here. Snapmare into a soccer kick to the back. Nakamura and Dubs Frost here. Oh, elbows to the midsection of Dubs Frost. You gotta think Aaron is looking for that, looking for any advantage he can get over Dubs Frost on December the 20th in this matchup right now. And now Nakamura shots to the midsection. TNA kick there from Nakamura, but Dubs sends Nakamura into the corner of his trio. Now a tag to CM Punk. Walter and Aaron have not been really getting tagged in too much for their teams. Walter probably does not want to be tagged in at all, seeing as he does have to defend his title. Oh, shit! Aaron was looking for something on CM Punk, but Punk was able to telegraph it, and just a huge elbow to the face of Aaron Kanmash. And now CM Punk. Lariat. Kojima. And oh, wait a minute. That back suplex there out of the corner from CM Punk. Now cover on Nakamura. Aaron in the ring being stopped by the official. The official stopping Aaron. If Aaron tried to run there, he would have tripped over the official. He is lucky Nakamura is able to kick out there, because if not, Aaron would have screwed his own team over. And wait a minute. Nakamura crawling for a tag, and tags in Javon Evans. Aaron has not been tagged in for so long in this matchup. And wait a minute. CM Punk with a Shining Wizard there to Javon Evans. And now CM Punk going after Shinsuke Nakamura. Throwing Nakamura over the top rope before going right back after Javon Evans. Shot to the midsection. Now those pointed elbows to the back of the head of Javon Evans, and CM Punk able to hit those beautifully. And Punk now sending Javon into the corner of Aaron. And wait a minute. Taunting does CM Punk. Aaron trying to reach desperately for a tag here, but isn't able to get it. Is now CM Punk. Oh no, those 10 punches. Javon. It looked like Aaron was trying to kick Punk off, but may have kicked Javon in the back of the head on accident. Now a tag to Aaron from Jubvno, and here we go. Oh my God, what an elbow! Holy hell! Roaring elbow to the side of the head, and now a dropkick to the knee from Aaron. Aaron is fired up. Went to stomp out CM Punk, but missed. Dragging CM Punk up now, chop to the chest, shot to the midsection, chop again. And wait a minute, European uppercut to the back of the head of CM Punk. And oh, now Dubs and Walter double punches there. Sends Aaron into the corner. Punk getting up slowly. Aaron out of the corner, though, able to take the advantage. Here, went for that chop block, but no, nearly sent out of the ring by CM Punk. Went for a roundhouse, but... oh, wait! Hook, line, and center! Hook, line, and center's locked in! Punk might have to tap, but Walter's in the ring, and Walter breaks it up. Walter saving CM Punk. Lariat there from Walter to Aaron can't mosh. And Walter back onto the apron. Dubs moving out of the way for the ring general. And wait a minute. Dubs with a beautiful springboard drop kick. Holy shit. You know, Dubs picking up CM Punk for his team. Dubs now, wait a minute. What is this? Back suplex into the powerbomb with an assist from CM Punk. A strike there from Punk. Count of 2 from the official as Dubs gets out of the ring. And they have taken firm control once again. Went for that rolling neck whip. But Aaron able to move out the way. Dubs back onto the apron. Schoolboy from CM Punk trying to get the victory here. Cover 1. No, Aaron able to kick out. Aaron now, wait a minute. With CM Punk over near the ropes. Oh, beautiful Hurricane Rana Frankensteiner there. Tag to Walter. What is Aaron doing here? Oh, God. Aaron just got a huge shot to the head, and Walter was tagged in. And now Walter's got the rear naked choke locked in, but Shinsuke Nakamura is able to break that up. And Nakamura, wait a minute, I thought he was going to go for something on the ring general, but decides against it. And the ring general, huge power bomb in the center of the ring. That could do it. But Javon Evans in the ring able to break up the cover before a count of 1. And Walter may be pissed here. Walter may be pissed. But oh, Aaron. Shot to the face of the ring general. Aaron, oh, elbows to the midsection from Walter to Aaron. Can mosh. Walter now whipping Aaron into the ropes. And oh, beautiful back suplex it seems. There from the ring general. Dropping Aaron on the back of the head. That may have been a backdrop driver. Now, wait a minute. Walter shot to the midsection of Aaron. He did this to Javon earlier in the matchup. Stretching out Aaron just a foot across the face of Aaron Can mosh. And now Walter out of the ring. But Walter decides against it. Gets back in the ring. Walter targeting Javon. But Javon. Oh, wait a minute. And now Walter going for Nakamura, but eats another shot. And Javon with a hot shot to Walter off the ropes. Javon Evans. And oh, wait a minute. Aaron back in the ring. Aaron went for an enziguri, but missed. And now Walter chops to the chest. The entire team there was helping take down the ring general. But it doesn't matter. Chops to the chest. And now a tag to Dubs. Dubs is looking to take on. Oh, never mind. Gets a knee to the head. I was going to say looking to take on, and she'll be fine on her own opponent. But gets a knee to the head and a huge enziguri. Now, wait a minute. Tag to Nakamura. Dubs and Nakamura seemingly. Oh, wait a minute. Dubs. Oh, my God. VAD. VAD. He was thrusting to Nakamura. Hit the VAD. Cover 1. Cover 2. No, Nakamura kicks out at 2. Thrusting. And Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura was a bit perplexed and got hit with the VAD. And now back suplex into the power bomb. Roll up from Nakamura on Dubs. Cover 1. No. Kick out at 1 by Dubs Frost. And wait, VA. No. Misses on Javon Evans. Not Javon Evans. Misses on Nakamura that time. Does Dubs Frost. Javon Evans. I thought he was about to get in the ring there for a second. No, wait a minute. Into the buckles. Nakamura tag to Aaron. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Back suplex position into the leg drop. Oh my God. Tag there to CM Punk from Dubs Frost. Oh, wait a minute. Aaron was taunting away. Aaron's got Punk up. Power bomb from Aaron Kamash to CM Punk. Wait a minute. Punk has him up. Punk has him up. GTS! GTS connects! Cover, but Nakamura is able to break up the pinfall immediately. And oh, wait a minute. Punk going right back for Aaron. Can Mosh has Aaron. Anaconda Vice is locked in. Anaconda Vice is locked in. Punk may force Aaron to tap out here. Javon and Shinsuke trying to will Aaron back on, and Aaron breaks free. Aaron breaks free, knees to the back of the head of CM Punk. Knees to the back of the head of CM Punk. Aaron, huge shot to the face. Wait a minute. Lavender Driver. Lavender Driver from Aaron. And Aaron tagging in Javon Evans. Aaron tags in Javon Evans. Aaron over the top. Aaron over the top. Wait a minute. Wait, Dubs Frost. Dubs Frost dragging Aaron off. And Dubs Frost with the Dubception. The knee strike from Dubs Frost. And wait, Walter's going for Nakamura, but Nakamura takes Walter out with a knee. Both men are down over there. Javon was taunting. Not Javon. Dubs was taunting, and Javon hits a huge suicide dive. Javon back in the ring. Wait, CM Punk. CM Punk has Javon Evans. GTS to Javon Evans. Punk cover. 1, 2. CM Punk is pinned. Javon Evans. Holy shit. What a matchup. What an ending there. As CM Punk celebrates alone in the ring. Oh my God. What a matchup. It all broke down at the end. Dubs took out Aaron. Nakamura took out Walter and himself. And as Dubs was taunting Javon Evans ran and hit a suicide dive. But that man right there, CM Punk, getting the pinfall for his team. Kairi Sane with some strong words for her opponent. and she'll be fine on her own. Adam Cole, but we switch gears to a matchup made because of stuff that happened on Hang the DJ last week. If you remember, it was Pete Dunne versus Azrael Hendricks last week. If Pete Dunne were to have won that matchup, he would have gotten the New Catch Republic a shot at the Tag Team Championships tonight. And Pete Dunne, while we will never truly know for sure if Pete Dunne would have been able to do the unthinkable and beat Azrael Hendricks, Wyatt Danger screwed Pete Dunne last week. There's no other way to put it. Wyatt Danger, in his own selfish need to take out Dishonor, screwed Pete Dunne. And Pete Dunne demanded a matchup against Wyatt Danger this week, and it was given to him. Because Daydreamer, while he does not like Dishonor himself, does believe that Wyatt Danger was out of line interrupting that matchup last week to get some petty revenge on Azrael Hendricks, and inadvertently screwed Pete Dunne out of that matchup last week. So tonight, Pete Dunne has the chance to right that wrong, has the chance to take the fight to this man right here, the man who screwed him and Tyler Bate out of a tag team championship matchup, Wyatt Danger. Wyatt Danger, ever since Hang the DJ episode 1, has been a constant thorn in the side of Dishonor. Dishonor's really been a constant thorn in the side of his as well. Last week was a perfect example of that, with Wyatt Danger attacking Azrael Hendricks during a matchup between Hendricks and Pete Dunne, as I've said before. But if we cast our minds back to Hang the DJ episode 12, when Wyatt Danger took on Outlaw Ace, the other half of the HCPW Tag Team Champions, it was Azrael Hendricks who interrupted that match and caused a disqualification victory for Wyatt Danger. So Wyatt Danger, wanting a bit of revenge on Azrael Hendricks there, inadvertently screwed over Pete Dunne. And this matchup was made for this week. Pete Dunne wants his revenge. Wyatt Danger wants some revenge for that bitter end last week from Pete Dunne. This matchup is going to be nothing short of fantastic. I already know it is going to be. Wyatt Danger is an incredible professional wrestler. Pete Dunne, one of the greatest British technical wrestlers in the British independent scene we've seen in the last 2 decades. There is Pete Dunne. There is Wyatt Danger. Here we go. The Hassan, we are underway. And Pete Dunne immediately with an enziguri to the back of the head of Wyatt Danger. Now a stomp to that left ankle. And now going for the left knee of Wyatt Danger. The knee braced up knee. And oh, Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne is pissed off tonight too. Clubbing elbows to the back of the head of Wyatt Danger. Pete Dunne, now wait a minute, what is this here? Surfboard stretch, no, surfboard leg breaker to Wyatt Danger, targeting that left leg, that left knee is Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne, he could have had that matchup won last week if not for Wyatt Danger. We will never know for sure if Pete Dunne would have been able to kick out. Oh, nice lariat there from Wyatt Danger. Kick out of that no sympathy in denial from Azrael Hendricks. As I've said, Wyatt Danger came out and right afterwards punched Hendricks in the back of the head and went for a springboard strike against Azrael Hendricks. The official would call for the bell. Hendricks would win via disqualification. Nice butterfly lung blower there from Wyatt Danger. Wyatt Danger now taunting in the corner. Pete Dunne getting up in the opposite corner. Wyatt Danger, shoulder thrust. Backflip into another shoulder thrust. Shades of Rob Van Dam. And now stomp in the corner. Went for another. Pete Dunne able to get a foot up and kick Wyatt Danger in the midsection. And a lariat there from Pete Dunne. And Pete Dunne now with a jumping face wash to Wyatt Danger. And now Pete Dunne, wait a minute. Dunne with a nice kick to the back. And now Dunne went for something there. But Wyatt Danger with a huge boot. Wyatt went for a shot to the knee. Pete Dunne able to dodge. Now Pete Dunne wrenching at the arm of Danger. And just a stomp to the arm from Dunne to Wyatt. And Dunne calling Wyatt up. And Dunne, wait a minute. I think the HCPW faithful were chanting break his finger to Pete Dunne in reference to Dunne having that move where he snaps the fingers of his opponent. Once the HCPW faithful want Pete Dunne to snap the fingers of Wyatt Danger. Wyatt Danger went for a springboard 450. Dunne able to move out the way. But Danger so quick, so nimble. Danger with a sort of like a DKO almost. Not exactly a DKO. It was more like a snapmare driver there. DKO-esque, though, from Wyatt Danger. Now, wait a minute. Knee strike there from Wyatt Danger. Shades of the Golden Star. Kota Ibushi now standing shooting star just because he can. And oh my god, standing Dragon Rana from Wyatt Danger just because he can and he knows how. And now Wyatt Danger taunting Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne, schoolboy roll up on Wyatt Danger. Cover one. Only a count of one. Both men back up to their feet, and it's Pete Dunne getting the advantage first, whipping Wyatt into the ropes. Went for a lariat, but misses. Wyatt Danger now whipping Dunne into the buckles. Went for a punch. Dunne able to reverse shot of his own. Pete Dunne going for a rolling snapmare maybe, but no. Gets caught up in a power slam by Wyatt Danger, and Wyatt jumping to the top. Wyatt calling. Pete Dunne up to his feet. What is Wyatt looking for here? Beautiful missile dropkick from Wyatt Danger. And now Wyatt calling. Pete Dunne up in the corner. Oh, never mind. Gets a huge chop to the chest instead of whatever he was going for. Butterfly suplex with a bridge from Pete Dunne. Cover one, but only a one count as Pete Dunne. He's going to have to do a lot more than that to put Wyatt Danger away. Shot there from Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne, wait a minute. Scoop slam. Oh, God! Wyatt Danger ricocheted off the top rope and just landed on the back of his neck. Able to get that boot up to Pete Dunne, though. Able to dodge out of whatever Pete Dunne was going for there. Maybe an elbow to the face, and I think that knee strike may have busted open Pete Dunne. I think that knee strike has opened up a cut on Pete Dunne. I can't quite tell from the angle that I have. Wait, Wyatt Danger. Springboard DKO, but is not able to get it. Undershot DKO that time, though. Pete Dunne is busted open. Oh, you see it there. Pete Dunne has been busted open, but a kick out at 2 from Pete Dunne. Wyatt Danger now having to reevaluate his game plan here. Wyatt, oh, went for a corner splash, but Pete Dunne was able to get both feet up. And now Pete Dunne, wait a minute. Powerbomb sit-out style, hooking one leg. Arms trapped underneath the legs of Pete Dunne, but Wyatt Danger able to kick out at 2. And now Pete Dunne calling Wyatt Danger up there. You see the blood of Pete Dunne. Went for a bicycle kick, not able to hit it. Wyatt Danger could be looking for the taste of danger. Couldn't quite get it. Dunne wrestles Wyatt to the ground, but Wyatt kicks off Pete Dunne. Wyatt Danger, holy shit! What a handspring. Handspring Pele catching Pete Dunne from halfway across the ring. And now, wait a minute. Went for taste of danger. No. Dunne, wait a minute. Shot to the knee. Roundhouse to the back of the head. Went for the taste of danger. Not able to get it. I had to catch my breath for a second there. My apologies. Kick out at 1 by Wyatt Danger. And a rolling neck whip from Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne and Wyatt Danger. Wait a minute. Pete Dunne. Oh, God. Springboard splash from Pete Dunne. Gets caught in the side of the head with a kick. But the knee of Pete Dunne may have hit the side of the head. But Wyatt Danger. Now, wait a minute. What is Wyatt looking for here? Oh, my God. Stomp to the arm. Now, wait a minute. What is Wyatt Danger thinking about here? Elbow drop from Wyatt Danger to Pete Dunne. And now Wyatt dragging Pete Dunne up. Huge forearm from Wyatt Danger. Went for a shot to the face. No. Pete Dunne. Wait a minute. Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne's got Wyatt. Bitter end. Bitter end. The bitter end. And Pete Dunne's fired up again. Pete Dunne's fired up again. Wyatt Danger just got met with his bitter end. And that could do it here. Cover. Hooking the leg 1. Hooking the leg 2. No. Kick out at 2. Now Pete Dunne, wait a minute. Going for it again. Pete Dunne going for it again. A second bitter end. This time going right into the cover. Hooking the leg 1. Hooking the leg 2. No. The official saw the rope break. The official saw the rope break. And Pete Dunne having to let go of the cover. You know, now Wyatt Danger, wait a minute. Wyatt Danger got Pete Dunne down. Dunne is locked in the sharpshooter. Wyatt to make Pete Dunne tap here. No. Letting go of it. May have been losing his grip. Wait a minute. Double jump. Moonsault misses. Wyatt Danger misses a double jump moonsault straight jacket. Release German suplex from Pete Dunne. Now Pete Dunne double foot stomp to the arm. What could Pete Dunne be thinking about here? Went for a shot to the midsection. Wyatt Danger able to reverse. Wyatt Danger grabbing Pete Dunne by the back of the neck. Wyatt Danger now, wait a minute. Wyatt Danger over the back of Pete Dunne. Dodging that lariat, handspring into the head scissors, kip up into a beautiful drop kick from Wyatt Danger. And Wyatt Danger now calling Dunne up. Calling Pete Dunne up to his feet. Wyatt Danger, no, Pete Dunne able to reverse. Pete Dunne able to reverse. Pete Dunne able to reverse a DKO attempt. X-Plex from Pete Dunne. X-Plex from Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne's going for it. Pete Dunne's going for it. Huge elbow strike. Pete Dunne, a third bitter end to Wyatt Danger. Pete Dunne may have it here cover. Hooking the leg. Pete Dunne has put away Wyatt Danger. Pete Dunne has gotten his first victory in HCPW. What a victory for Pete Dunne. The Bruiserweight has put away Wyatt Danger to get his first victory in Honor Championship Pro Wrestling. It is now time for the main event of the evening. And making his way to the ring first is none other than the unpredictable badass Bron Breakker, making his entrance for his first matchup since cocaine makes you so fucking boring. All the way back on September the 20th, we're in that matchup. Bron Breakker would defeat the Destroyer, Samoa Joe. Since then, though, Bron Breakker has been, well, let's just say attacking Seth Rollins, because that's really what it is. Bron Breakker has set his sights on Seth Rollins. He attacked Seth Rollins after the very first round of the World's Heavyweight Championship tournament, where Seth Rollins advanced in a triple threat match against Drew McIntyre and Stephanie Vaquer, where Seth Rollins would get speared out of his shoes. Not literally, but figuratively get speared out of his shoes after that matchup. And then in the semifinals, his one-on-one matchup with Adam Cole, a dream match to potentially put an end to the argument of who the greatest NXT champion of all time was. Bron Breakker would spear Seth Rollins out of his shoes figuratively again and give Adam Cole that win. Bron Breakker, though, tonight is set to go 1-on-1 with the Architect, Seth Rollins. Tonight, Seth Rollins has the chance at revenge against Bron Breakker for all of the attacks, for screwing him out of the World's Heavyweight Championship matchup at She'll Be Fine on Her Own. Seth Rollins' opponent a couple weeks ago, Adam Cole, on Hang the DJ episode 10. We just heard him talk about that matchup and She'll Be Fine on Her Own, and you gotta think maybe if it weren't for Bron Breakker, Seth Rollins would be in that position to face Kairi Sane. But Seth Rollins has stated that no matter who walks out of She'll Be Fine on Her Own with the World's Heavyweight Championship, whether it be Kairi Sane or whether it be Adam Cole, Seth Rollins is next in line. Seth Rollins has staked his claims to the World's Heavyweight Championship. No matter who walks out as champion on December 20th, Seth Rollins is gunning for them. But tonight, Seth Rollins has a completely different challenge in his way, has a huge roadblock in the form of Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker, he's known as the unpredictable badass. We've seen Bron Breakker compete in the ring before, and we've seen him compete in the ring. This matchup tonight is a Falls Count Anywhere matchup. Bron Breakker is dangerous within the confines of the squared circle. I am scared to find out what happens when Bron Breakker is allowed to leave those confines and is able to win on the outside of the ring. But Seth Rollins, he's ready, he's focused. So is Bron Breakker. Here we go. The bell has sounded. We are underway. And Breakker, you would think in a matchup like this, Bron Breakker would immediately go for weapons. But Bron Breakker is taking this more of a mat base. Got him up in that suplex. Dropped him down with a gourd buster. Now a fist drop there from Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker, you would think the unpredictable badass would immediately start going for weapons. But maybe he's trying to throw Seth Rollins off whatever game plan he had. Seth Rollins could have been thinking the exact same thing, and Bron Breakker taking this more like a standard matchup here. Wait a minute. Holy hell! Coast to coast almost with that elbow drop cover here. 1, 2, and Rollins kicks out at 2, and Breakker's a bit beside himself there. Can't believe Rollins was able to kick out of that coast to coast elbow drop. Rollins gets a foot up, and Rollins single leg drop kick to Bron Breakker. Rollins trying to get back in this thing here. Wait a minute. Rollins picking Breakker up off the mat. Ripcord knee strike from Seth Rollins. Rollins, though, not going for the cover. Instead, springboard moonsault from Seth Rollins there. Cover, hooking the leg of Bron Breakker. 1, but only a count of 1 as Bron Breakker is able to kick out. Seth Rollins with a flurry of offense there, unable to even get a 2 count off of it. Breakker with his, though, was able to get that 2 count. Breakker now going for the leg, going for the knees of Seth Rollins. We know the knees of Seth Rollins have been an issue his entire career since 2015, for the better part of a decade. And now Bron Breakker, wait a minute. Off the standing moonsault into the Steiner recliner. Camel clutch locked in, but Rollins able to fight free immediately. It is far too early for Bron Breakker to get a win off the recliner in this matchup. For Breakker, wait a minute, going for the knees of Seth Rollins again. It's a smart strategy from Bron Breakker, but a dangerous one for the viewers at home, for fans of Seth Rollins. Rollins' career has been shortened, has been halted with knee injuries in the past. And wait a minute, Bron Breakker, Seth Rollins going dodge for dodge here. Breakker's able to get Rollins up. Wait a minute. Gut check from Bron Breakker to Seth Rollins. Double knees in the midsection. Breakker into the cover, not hooking the leg. Forearm across the face, but still is able to get a 2 count there. You think he could have maybe gotten a 3 if he had just hooked the leg of Seth Rollins. Now Breakker's looking under the ring. Oh, is that a barbed wire steel chair across the face of Seth Rollins? My God. Breakker into the cover, not hooking the leg again. Gets a count of 2 on the floor. And you gotta think, if Breakker just hooked the leg, we would have had the easiest night. He would have had the easiest night of his life. Barbed wire steel chair across the face of Seth Rollins. And if he hooked the leg, he could have gotten a 3 there. Rollins, wait a minute. Flurry of strikes. TNA kick from Seth Rollins. But Breakker charges back in with a flying clothesline. More like a body block if you really think about it. And now Bron Breakker, arm trap, puts him up into the torture rack. And oh wait, Rollins able to fight free. Rollins is able to fight free with the elbows. Gets off of the shoulders of Bron Breakker. Seth Rollins could have been thinking about a sling blade, but it sides against it. Whipping Bron Breakker across the arena floor. Breaker could have been looking for another body block, but Rollins able to catch him. And Rollins, beautiful German suplex on the floor. Back of the head of Bron. Breaker may have hit, but Breaker's able to kick out a not even a 1 count. And you got to think that this might mess with Seth Rollins just a little bit. Bron Breaker's, oh, never mind. Sling blade on the floor from Seth Rollins. Rollins trying to keep calm, cool, and collected right now. But if it were me in there and Bron Breaker's kicking out at nothing after Bron Breaker's almost beaten me like twice, I would start to panic. Rollins went for that modified Cobra clutch, but the modified camel clutch, but Bron Breaker was able to fight free, and now Breaker sends Rollins across the arena floor. What is Breaker thinking here? Breaker picks him up again by the hair and just tosses him across the arena floor. And now a moonsault on the outside, standing variation. Now, wait a minute. Breaker has Rollins, sends him back into the ring. Breaker now enters the ring with the official. They were in sync there for a second. Bron Breaker and our official, Eddie Turner. Now, wait a minute. Breaker deadlift, back suplex to Seth Rollins, dropping him high on the shoulders. Now, wait a minute. Oh, Breaker went to stomp out Seth Rollins, but Rollins was able to reverse. Rollins getting a shot to the midsection. Breaker now with an elbow to the face. And now Bron Breaker dragging Seth Rollins to the turnbuckle. And that may have split open Seth Rollins there. Breaker runs up the ropes, but can't get the Frankensteiner. Rollins pushes him off. Beautiful middle rope frog splash from Seth Rollins. Cover hooking the leg 1, hooking the leg 2, but does not even get close to a 3. Breaker kicks out right at the count of 2. And Seth Rollins has been opened up. You see a cut above the eye there for Seth Rollins. But wait a minute. Rollins could be looking. Rollins might be looking for that superplex into that Falcon's arrow. We've seen it before. Rollins has Breaker up. A Breaker shots to the midsection. Breaker pushing Rollins off the top. Falls off with him. And now Bron Breaker. Wait a minute. Oh, Breaker with a wrestling transition. And now just powering Rollins up and slamming him down face first into the mat. And Breaker now, wait a minute, taunting at the Architect. But Rollins was right back up. And now, wait a minute, snake eyes into the corner from Seth Rollins. And now Rollins running springboard moonsault off the second rope. But Breaker is able to roll out of the ring. Breaker gets back in, and Rollins catches him with a sling blade. Now Rollins to the floor. Rollins has the barbed wire steel chair. Barbed wire chair to the midsection of Bron Breaker. Rollins is calling Breaker up to his feet. Chair across the face. No, Breaker throws it back at Rollins' face. And I think the barbed wire may have scraped across the cut there above the eye of Seth. I believe that is the right eye of Seth Rollins. Breaker just tanked that. Bron Breaker just got a chair thrown at his head and just tanked it like it was nothing. And Breaker grabbing Rollins by the hair and sends him right back in the ring over the top rope. Now Breaker, wait a minute, Rollins able to get a shot to the midsection. Rollins and Breaker, Breaker and Rollins. Rollins sends Breaker over the top. Gets out of the ring underneath the bottom rope, going for the barbed wire chair again. To Seth Rollins. Rollins' history with steel chairs, we know it all too well. And that time, Breaker eats a chair to the face and drops to the floor. Cover 1, cover 2, but not even close to a 3 count. Breaker kicks out right at the count of 2 again. And Rollins, huge shot to the face. Wait a minute, Rollins. Seth Walker on the floor. Rollins could have it here, hooking both legs, but Breaker kicks out and not even a 1 count. And Rollins having to go right back on the attack. If I were Seth Rollins, I would be freaked the hell. Oh, wait a minute, Seth. Curb stomp on the floor. That is a very thin padding on the arena floor. That's basically like getting stomped on concrete. And Breaker kicks out at 2. Seth Rollins at the curb stomp on the floor, and Breaker kicks out at 2. Now Rollins, wait a minute, to the top. Crossbody to the floor. Rollins trying to do anything he can to stay on the attack right now. And wait, Rollins, oh, Breaker's able to get up. Wait, Breaker, bear hug. But Rollins able to reverse. Belt clap to Bron Breaker, taking out the equilibrium. And oh, wait a minute, sends Breaker into the ring. Rollins up on the apron. Rollins springboard frog splash from Seth Rollins. Now Rollins once again leaves the ring. Rollins picks up the barbed wire chair, sends it back underneath the bottom rope. And now wait a minute, what is Seth Rollins looking for here? What is Seth Rollins grabbing here? Oh my God. Seth Rollins has the table and a knee strike to Bron Breakker right underneath the chin. Cover on Breakker 1, cover on Breakker 2. No, Breakker kicks out at 2 that time. Rollins was closer to a 3 than he has been in this matchup. Now, super kick from Seth Rollins. My God. What a shot to Bron Breakker. Wait a minute. Rollins kicks Breakker over. Rollins may have been looking for a stomp, trying to drag Breakker up to get him in that stomp position, that curb stomp position, but no. Breakker is able to reverse now. Seth Rollins, wait a minute. Seth Rollins hot shot Bron Breakker off the ropes. That modified stunner with the top rope. Now, wait a minute. Rollins sets up the table in the center, not the center of the ring. Near the center of the ring, Rollins now exits the ring. Gets Breakker. Looking to get him back in the ring. No, face first off the ring apron goes Bron Breakker. Seth Rollins now, wait a minute. Rollins has him again. Ripcord knee strike from Seth Rollins. Rollins could have been looking. Oh, Breakker with a spear! Breakker with a spear out of nowhere! Breakker with a spear out of nowhere to win the matchup! 2! Rollins kicks out at 2! Breakker nearly won the matchup there off of that spear out of nowhere. But he's got to stay on the attack of Seth Rollins, and he's doing that right now. But Rollins with an elbow to the face of Bron Breakker. Excuse me. I'm running out of breath there. Rollins going for the pedigree. But no, Breakker able to shift his weight, and Breakker with a lariat to Seth Rollins. Bron Breakker trying to stay on top of Seth Rollins here. He's trying to keep that advantage going. And Bron Breakker has just pulled out a ladder from underneath the ring. What could Breakker possibly be? Is that a bundle of light tubes? Hold on. Why do we have that under? Jesus Christ! What a German suplex. And Rollins is trying to fight right back up here after getting that German suplex off the floor. Face first off the ring apron goes Bron Breakker. And Rollins in the ring. Rollins is calling Breakker up to his feet. Rollins, wait a minute, off the ropes. Off the ropes again. I think he decided against going for a suicide dive instead. A house show dive over the top. The ladder getting crushed underneath the legs of Bron Breakker. Rollins sends that ladder into the ring. Rollins with a super kick to the chest, it seemed. But Breakker's got Rollins. Breakker's got Rollins up. Breakker's got Rollins. A military press into the power slam. Excuse me. Cover here by Breakker. 1, 2. Rollins kicks out at 2 again. Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker going move for move right now, and Breakker sends Rollins back into the ring. The table goes tumbling over. Rollins rolled right into the leg of that table, and now Breakker with the ladder went to hit Rollins in the head with it. Rollins able to get a boot to the midsection. Rollins has Breakker up on the shoulders. Power slam from Seth Rollins. Rollins grabbing that table now. What could Rollins be thinking about doing with the table? Setting up the table. Never mind. I guess I've got my answer there. Rollins picking up Breakker again. Breakker slips out the back and a chop block to the knee of Seth Rollins. Bron Breakker going right back for the knees of the Architect. And Breakker, wait a minute, dragging Seth Rollins up. The table getting pushed slightly. Rollins able to reverse that powerbomb attempt from Bron Breakker. Rollins went for a calf kick, but Breakker's able to move out the way. And now Breakker, wait a minute, what is this? From Bron Breakker, could be looking for a suplex. Breakker's got him up, stalling style, but Seth able to shift the weight, and Seth Rollins with a chop block of his own now to Bron Breakker. Rollins with a forearm to Breakker. Rollins trying to stay on the attack now, doing anything he can to stay on the attack. Rollins dragging Breakker away from the ropes. I like a rope break is going to do anything in this matchup for either opponent, either participant. Breakker getting up in the corner. Rollins with that ladder. Rollins putting the ladder in the corner. Rollins super kick to Bron Breakker. Rollins taking Bron Breakker down. Rollins, wait a minute, sends Breakker into the ladder. That ladder just emitted some kind of dust or something. Oh, God! Oh, my God! STO into the ladder. The ladder just got bent out of position. That ladder just got bent in half. And now Seth Rollins trying to stay on the attack. How did Breakker kick out of that? Rollins, wait a minute, going for the curb stomp, but the table stopped Seth. The table stopped Seth. And wait a minute, Breakker dragging Rollins towards the table. But Rollins gets elbows to the midsection. Wait a minute, Rollins now wrestling Breakker to the mat. Crossface from Seth Rollins, the official looking over the table to try to see Breakker or tap out. But there was no tap out. Breakker able to escape with a kick to the midsection. Wait a minute. Breaker's got Rollins up in a powerbomb position here and sends Seth Rollins through the table with a powerbomb. Cover here. The official counting on top of the table, but only a count of 2 as Rollins is somehow able to kick out as oh no, Breaker's looking to end it here. Breaker's looking to end it here with a spear to Seth Rollins. It's over. It is over. The official jumping over the table to get to the cover, but Rollins kicks out at 2. Seth Rollins has survived 2 spears. Breaker's beside himself here. What does Bron Breakker have to do? Oh no. Sending Rollins back to the outside. Breakker joining him. What could Bron Breakker possibly be looking to do to Rollins here? Wait a minute. Rollins with a reversal. That bundle of light tubes is still there. Why was that underneath the ring? Is my question. Rollins is calling for Breakker to get up to his feet. Oh God! Every light tube just shattered across the goddamn forehead of Bron Breakker, and Breakker is somehow still in this match. How is Breakker still in this thing? Sling blade from Seth Rollins on the metal ramp nonetheless. Rollins sends Breakker up the ramp. Breakker tripping over his own feet as now Seth just stomping away at Bron Breakker. Elbows to the top of the head. Rollins now, wait a minute. What could Rollins be looking for? A whole lot of nothing as Breakker is able to reverse elbows to the midsection. Breakker drop kick to the back of Seth Rollins. Wait a minute. What is Bron Breakker looking to do here? What is Bron Breakker looking to do here? Oh my God! He just threw Seth Rollins off the stage and an elbow drop to the back of the head. Oh my God, that's concrete down there. God damn it. And now Breakker spine buster on the concrete. The back of Seth Rollins hits the concrete hard. And Breakker now looking to drag Rollins up, or Rollins trips Bron Breakker up. Rollins, wait a minute. Rollins, wait a minute. Curb stomp incoming. What the hell? Oh my God. Breakker with a reversal. Breakker just caught Rollins with an RKO almost out of midair and a lariat from Bron Breakker. But Rollins catches Breakker with a kick. I am in shock. How did Breakker catch Rollins with that goddamn cutter out of the sky? Rollins with a knee-assisted camel clutch, but Breakker now a combination of strikes. Oh no. Breakker butterfly power bomb onto the concrete floor. Rollins is getting manhandled right now by Bron Breakker. Breakker working at the neck of Seth Rollins, cranking at the head, but Rollins with a shot to the midsection. Rollins now with a chops to the chest, big strike to the face. Rollins German suplex into the metal barricade. Cover here on the floor 1, on the floor 2. No, only a kick out at 2 by Bron Breakker. Rollins looking to stomp Bron over, but was unable to. Wait a minute, what is Seth Rollins doing here? Side Russian leg sweep onto the floor. My God. Now wait a minute, Rollins sends Breakker. Oh! Breakker just got sent into the metal stage, and I think Bron Breakker's been busted open. Rollins just busted open Bron Breakker. Rollins climbing up the ramp. Rollins is walking up towards the stage. What is Rollins? Frog splash off the stage to Bron Breakker. Cover 1. Cover 2. The official bit of a slow count. And Rollins could have won the match up there if the official wasn't trying to check to make sure Bron Breakker was alive. And wait a minute, Rollins, another curb stomp this time onto the concrete floor. Breakker's out. There's no way. There's no way. How is Bron Breakker still in this matchup? There is no way Bron Breakker's human. There is no way. Another ripcord knee from Seth Rollins. Another ripcord knee from Seth Rollins. And wait a minute, Rollins modified reverse figure 4 leg lock on Bron Breakker. Rollins is wrenching the knees back, and Breakker's got no choice. Bron Breakker is tapped out to Seth Rollins. And here are some replays of this matchup. There was that first shot with the barbed wire steel chair. Here was Rollins decimating a ladder with the face of Bron Breakker. Here was Rollins going through the table with a power bomb from Bron Breakker. Breakker throwing Seth Rollins off the stage. I still can't believe Rollins survived. Here was that insane cutter out of the curb stomp from Bron Breakker, refusing to give up that frog splash off the stage from Seth Rollins. And here's where I thought it was going to end. That curb stomp onto the concrete floor where Breakker would somehow survive and succumb to a modified figure 4 leg lock from Seth Rollins, as Seth Rollins has won this Falls Count Anywhere matchup in the main event of Hang the DJ episode 14, vanquishing his adversary before possibly moving on to a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. We will see you next week, for she'll be fine on her own.